Hi, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of Previously on the Internet with Artavia.
And I'm Faith. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the first two episodes, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys had a lovely week. I know I did. How was your past week?
It was good. It's kind of the same as the other week where it's just been chill and work. But I lied about on the last episode when you asked, how was it? Did I do anything? And I said, no, nothing really happened. No, I went to the Rural concert. I don't know why I forgot about it. But I went to the Rural concert. It was fun. A lot of girls love him. They love the amount of girls that was like.
Was there a lot of people there?
I think so. Yeah, I think there was, but it's just like the typical like small venue type audience. So I would say so. But yeah, a lot of girls was like screaming over him, in love with him. What's crazy is that he did there was like this intro thing, just about who he is. Well, kind of. And then he said he was 6'5".
Oh my god!
I knew
he was tall, but I didn't think he was that tall.
Yeah, me neither. That's how I was like. And I remember when they said 6'5", everybody screaming. You know, everybody loves their tall men. But yeah, it was fun. He's a really good like singer, performer. It definitely gives.
Did you perform face to face?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't remember singing the lyrics to it. I know he was supposed to cover, I guess, like in multiple of his shows, he was covering One Direction Night Changes. And I was like, let's go. But he did not cover it. He did like, What You Say, the Jason Derulo.
It's a random song to cover.
I know. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. The only thing is, I kind of forgot I know I said, I love intimate shows, smaller venues, but I forgot what floor seats were like during a
standing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't mind the standing. It was the view. I forgot. If you're not front row, if you're not next to the stage, you have to look over so many people's heads. And we were like middle to like the left-ish. We were like not too far from we weren't like close to stage, but we weren't like all the way in the back. But it was, yeah, it was fun. You just had to look over people's heads, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. And like, I don't think I ever want to experience that.
Yeah, I can't stand
if you're
general admission like type things.
Yeah,
like I need to be at a seat. I won't be sitting, but I just have to have an assigned seat.
Oh yeah, but most concerts now it's like no seats.
Yeah,
I mean, unless like you already have the seat on the ticket, but yeah, I mean, you just have to get there early. Because that's like the best view you're going to get. And at least like nobody, like a tall person's not in front of you. Because a lot of people there were short, thank God. I'm sorry. There was a lot of short people. So I was able to see. But like, you know, you have those select who's like my height or like a little bit taller.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were tall, you need to sacrifice and move kind of to like the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. So how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. We kind of like did things with my niece this past week. So like on Wednesday we went to like a little arcade place, and which is a place like I used to love when I was going. It was like when I was going there as a kid, and I haven't been there for years. And then now that she's like old enough to like play, we took her there and it was super fun. And then the next day we went.
What place?
John's.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And then the next day we went to Goofy's Kitchen. It's like a little buffet at Disneyland or the Disneyland Hotel, but it's like characters are around.
Yeah.
So we went there for her to like see the characters, but I was going there for the buffet, and the buffet was so good. It was like a brunch, so it was breakfast and lunch. The food was so good. I want to go back.
What'd you get?
I got Mickey waffles, and those were good. And then they had like a little omelet bar, and so I got my go-to omelet. It's like either bacon, but I already had bacon on my plate, so I was like, let me go for the next best thing, which was chorizo. And so I was like, just give me chorizo and eggs. But it was like the kind of chorizo that's like the real one, that's like actual sausage.
Yeah.
And it was kind of not that good, and the cheese wasn't all the way melted in the middle, so I can't eat cold cheese. So I mean, the omelet was good just until I got to that part.
Yeah.
But the rest of the food was good. They had pizza there, and I'm like, buffet pizza. It's not gonna be good pizza, but this is actually pretty good. I would go back.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I did. I think. I feel like I'm missing something, like leaving a part out, but
you're gonna remember it later and be like, oh.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that every week. But yeah, a lot of things, of course, happened this week. And I'm kind of excited I got into some new things that I'm excited to talk about. I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't know the full things, and I don't think you know. So I'm just like gonna save the misery of talking about it. Yeah. But do you want to start with the topic, or should I?
No, you can start it.
Okay. I guess I'll start with the topic with the reason why I'm wearing this t-shirt. The Emmy nominations came out, and I'm a big TV girl. I love watching TV shows. I give me a TV show and I will watch it in a day. I'm currently searching for a new TV show right now, but I love TV shows. I love watching TV shows. So Emmys, I love seeing who's nominated for Emmys and kind of guess who's gonna win. So I figured I could look at the Emmy nominations with you. Okay. And kind of go off that. But okay. Please hold. Okay, here's a drama category. I don't know if you've seen any of these shows, but have you seen this is drama series. These are the series that are nominated. Andor. No. Never seen it, but I think it's like a Star Wars. I don't care about Star Wars. Better Call Saul.
Okay, I know about it.
Yeah, I know about it. I watched Breaking Bad, but I've never seen this one because I don't really care about it. The Crown. You watched that?
I watched, seasons 1 through 2. And then I skipped 3.
Is that the royal family show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it. House of Dragon. Don't care about it. The Last of Us. Which I'll get into later.
The video game zombie show?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Succession. I love that show. The White Lotus. And Yellow Jackets.
Have you seen The White Lotus?
Yeah.
Is it good?
The White Lotus is so hard to describe because there is literally no plot, but it's just so interesting to watch.
Okay. Because I was thinking about watching it, but then I was like,
It's a pretty easy watch.
Yeah.
So that's the drama series. Honestly, based on that, I have a feeling Succession is gonna win it all because it's the finale season and the Emmys love Succession. And then actors and drama series, Jeff Bridges, Brian Cox, which is the guy in Succession, Kieran Culkin, Succession again, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, Pedro Pascal, Last of Us, and Jeremy Strong, Succession.
I know you're so happy about that.
This is the reason why I wanted to bring it up. Pedro Pascal literally deserves all of the awards possible, which is why I'm wearing my Pedro Pascal shirt today. Oh my god, I love Pedro Pascal. I had no clue who he was before The Last of Us. I saw people talking about The Last of Us on Twitter or whatever, and I was like, and this is when I had no shows to watch, and people were live tweeting every Sunday. So I was like, okay, let me get into the show. I got into it. I've never heard of this video game. Didn't even know it was about a video game before I started watching it. And it's about zombies. I'm not someone who likes zombies. I never watched The Walking Dead, but this show was really good. Episode 1, I was hooked. And so I was telling people you guys should watch The Last of Us. I didn't even know it was about a video game. People were making fun of me because I didn't what do I look like, someone who keeps up with video games? I've never heard of The Last of Us. Anyways, I watched it all the way through. Pedro Pascal was so good in it. Everyone was so good in it. I'm obsessed with the show. Yeah. And people are spoiling the season 2 because of The Last of Us 2. And I already know what happens, I guess, but I still want to watch season 2. Yeah. But anyways, Pedro Pascal is such a good actor. He deserves this award. I love him so much. The Last of Us. The Last of Us has just I went down a deep rabbit hole of Pedro Pascal. Yeah. I watched that. Then I went back into Narcos and watched Narcos. So good. And then I watched his niche movies and cameos that he did because I was that obsessed with Pedro Pascal, and I had to buy the shirt. But yeah, I really hope he wins. And then of course I won't read the rest of the nominations obviously, but The Bear, the actors in the show like got nominated.
Yeah.
Succession, The White Lotus, other things. I really hope The Bear wins. But they're nominated in comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the comedy
The
show.
Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, is it comedy?
It's like a dramedy.
Okay.
Which is like, I'm on the fence of it being nominated for comedy.
Yeah.
Because it's going against like Abbott Elementary, Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people are saying like Ted Lasso's probably gonna win.
I think so. Because that's another show that like the Emmys love.
Favor, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like Abbott or Ted is gonna win.
Yeah, I hope Abbott does.
I feel like another one, but I don't know. I'm really rooting for The Bear because that's like top 5 shows of all time for me.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I said yeah, but
but yeah. But speaking of award shows, I saw something like months ago and I thought it would be interesting to bring up.
Oh, geez.
But what's your favorite award show moment? Because there has been like a lot of funny ones, a lot of like shocking ones, a lot of like aw ones.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna ask me what my favorite award show is. I'm like, oh. I mean, if you asked me like 10 years ago, I'll be like Teen Choice Awards. But like, I don't know, but I love when award shows bring like musicians back and they do like a compilation of all their like hits. So like how Beyonce did it, and I think like, Justin Timberlake.
Yes. Yeah. I was thinking about that when I was thinking of this question.
I love those. Those are like my favorite moments. What about yours?
I saw like someone ask a question and they were like, I saw people like giving their answers.
Yeah.
And no one brought up this moment, but it is so funny to me. Like I always think of it. It was the VMAs, and I think it was the same award show that Kanye went to interrupt Taylor Swift. Huh?
I think I know. Let me see.
It was Jay-Z and Alicia Keys performing Empire State of Mind. And Lil Mama, I don't know if she was drunk or something, but she went on stage, and there's a clip of like she's about to walk on stage and Beyonce is trying to grab her to stop Lil Mama from going on stage, but she was unsuccessful at that. I'm like, Beyonce was stressed out that night. First Kanye, and now she has Lil Mama. But it was Lil Mama going on stage at like the end of Empire State of Mind, not from New York, by the way.
And that clip always makes me laugh because you know when you see Jay-Z does a little he like waves her off stage and she's like
oh, that was so embarrassing. But that is so funny. That VMAs was unhinged.
I feel like a lot of drama goes down at the VMAs. Like there's always something happening. That was like, it was the same thing with, what is it, Nicki Minaj or Miley Cyrus?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, was that VMAs? Yeah, I think so. It's like something's always happening, or like I know when like One Direction went and they got like booed on stage, I guess, and then Lady Gaga goes behind stage to like talk to them like, don't let them get to you. Like she gives them like a whole speech backstage. Yeah. Like a lot of things happen at the VMAs. Like this is not like a video, but it's a photo. It always makes me laugh every time you go on, like you will see it pop up once in a while. But it's a picture of Taylor Swift and Bruno Mars.
The height difference.
And they made them all little, and she's like all tall. And that always comes to mind. Like that, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny award show moments, but
yeah,
the fact, I just want people to remember that Lil Mama moment because it is so funny. But speaking of award shows though, Lil Wayne was at the ESPYs and he performed a Millie, and I was watching the clip. I'm like, man, like this song's so good. I haven't seen him perform it in a while. Yeah. And like the crowd was just not, even the people in the comments, like the crowd is not as hype as they should be if Lil Wayne. But yeah, it was a good performance.
The motorcycles.
No.
Sorry, I was just waiting until it was gone. But okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I know. I haven't seen too much of like award. I feel like they're just not as popular as what they used to be, and so I feel like moments like really get you, because like even the BET Awards just happened, and they brought like everybody back to perform because what was it, like 40 or 50 years of hip hop? I think it's 50. And so they had like different like from different generations of hip hop performing, but like I don't think any of them made like, you didn't see too much about it actually on social media, like thinking about it. But like award shows aren't like hitting the same as they did like years ago. I think obviously because the people who attended is different. Yeah. Now it's not really too much celebrities, more like influencers. And
yeah, I feel like back then it was like made it a point to attend these things. And now I feel like they just don't need to, or they don't really care as much.
Yeah. It reminds me of the Tom Holland like comment. It's like not about award shows. He was just talking about if it's not like his movie, like it's not a premiere of his movie, he's not going to any red carpet. Oh, wow. Because he just doesn't do that type of stuff. And so he's like, yeah, if it's not my movie, I'm not going. And it's like, okay. But so I kind of feel like the award shows are the same in a way. Even I know that there's some people who's not even nominated and they do go, like, or like, you know, that type of stuff. But maybe that's like people's mindset now. Like if I don't really need to go, I'm not gonna go. Yeah. I'm like, dang.
I mean, to each their own. If you don't want to go, if you don't.
But I'm trying to see looks and I'm trying to see everything. Like, please walk the red carpets. I'm tired of certain people in certain outfits. But yeah, speaking of Tom Holland, this is like kind of random. I don't know if it was the same interview, but I remember he was talking about he was talking about that he gave up alcohol for like a New Year's
I saw that.
For his like New Year's resolution, and then he just like kept going, and then now he's just like sober, which congratulations to him, because obviously overcoming something that like you're so heavily dependent on is like, you know, a tough thing to do. But he's like been doing his sobriety and stuff, and it's been like, I think, good for him, I guess he was saying. So going back to how he, you know, did it for a New Year's resolution, have you ever like made a New Year's resolution and then stuck with it?
I honestly don't think so. I don't think like growing up or whatever, I haven't really made any New Year's resolutions. I think the constant one I make is not to drink soda, and like that never works out, but the answer is no.
It's like always the same. Let me start that over. I feel like most people make the same like resolutions every year, which is like, I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to like, you know, do stuff like that. And kudos to the people who actually stick with it, because man, you can't get me past the week. But my only one is the soda one. I think I told you that before, I think. But like,
we're like opposites.
Yeah. But to me, soda, I didn't really like soda that much anyways. I still drunk it. But like, I think it was like 2011 going into 2012. And I was like, I'm done with soda. I just don't want it. Just because I don't like the, like, what is it? The carbonation? Yeah, I don't really like that. And me, I loved like Pepsi, and I loved like, I think root beer. Well, I love root beer. But I was like, oh, just give it up. Let's see how it goes. And then I have not had a soda since 2011. So
I cannot imagine.
I mean, it's not, because, you know, I drink sweet tea and like a lot of juices, so that like makes up for it. But yeah, sometimes I forget like what soda tastes like when I see like certain flavors, and I'm like, dang. But until you like smell it, and then you're like, oh, okay, I remember what you taste like. But yeah,
I've tried to give up soda so many times. I'm fully aware that it's an addiction, like not even like, oh, I'm addicted. No, I'm actually addicted. But I think the longest I went without soda is maybe like 2 weeks, and that's as far as I've gone. But it's so bad, and I think I could give it up if I did like drink sweet tea, because I think I'm addicted more so to the sugar rather than like the carbonation or whatever. Because I know people give it up and they're like, I need bubbly drink, and like, I don't need the bubbly, I just need the sugar. But I think that like the thing is like giving up soda and then like replacing it with sweet tea kind of like defeats the purpose in my like situation, because it's like the sugar, I'm just replacing the sugar. So I would just have to give up sweet tea too, but it's so hard. But yeah, I'm gonna try again, obviously, and keep trying until I actually do it. But yes, I love soda. I love Pepsi and Coke.
But giving up drinks for the sugar or for like the sweetness of it, oof, I can never do that. I love me some sugary drinks. We make like lemonade or Kool-Aid or whatever, and everybody says like the amount of sugar we put in it is crazy, but like it's not, because it has to be sweet. And if you make Kool-Aid or like even lemonade any other way than sugar, powder, then the water, you're doing it wrong. But when we have like the pitcher, we put like I think probably like this much sugar.
Oh my God.
But you need it because you need the drink to be sweet. And we love sweet drinks. And I mean, me and my family, we drink it down. But other people who drink it, they need water. They need to add like a bunch of water to it. And I'm like, that's crazy. You're messing with the flavor. But yeah, sorry, I had to bring that up.
Yeah. Hold on. I totally forgot my other topics. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I know you said you were gonna listen to it or watch it, but did you watch the Zayn interview?
Yes, I did. I did watch that. I watched that earlier today, actually. It was good. I mean, like, I'm just happy to see him and that he's doing good, just because he's been like, he distanced himself from, like social media and like just public things in general. But yeah, I watched his first interview. Have you seen it?
No, I just brought it up because I know you were gonna watch it, so I wanted to hear your thoughts. But I brought it up because I never had a One Direction phase. Like, I was never into One Direction, so I had no clue what Zayn's voice sounded like. Like, I've only heard Harry's voice and maybe Niall's voice, but rest no clue what they sound like their talking voice. And so obviously I knew he was British.
Yeah.
But oh my God, I didn't realize like his voice was like that deep. And then his accent, video of that clip of him.
Strong.
Oh my God. I had to take care of my daughter. Like, it sounded like he's gagging in the middle of saying daughter. Like, that accent is crazy.
Yeah, well, because I was playing it, my mom was in the room with me, and she was just like, why does it sound like, she says, like, why does it sound like if he's in pain when he's like saying certain words, but not just him, just anybody like who has I guess like a European English accent. And I mean, I guess, but I was like, no, that's just the way they sound. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised by his voice because I've heard it a lot, but I am shocked that he has such a strong accent still after being like living in America. Like, he's been here for a while, and I don't think his accent would just like go away and suddenly he has an American accent, but like his English accent would be like watered down, kind of like how like I think like I say Harry's is. I feel like his is a little watered down, but yeah. But no, it was like a very like chill, homely style interview. Like, if people was like if people wanted to watch it to see if like he'll like slip up and gossip and stuff, that is not Zayn. He does not budge. He's gonna say what he says, but like never. I feel like there's not really like too much like shade that people want. I don't know, but they just talked about like a lot of like random things about like his upbringing, because he was like, his family was like, I guess like, I don't want to be mean, but like poor in a way, like compared to like all the other boys that was in the band. But so they like started with his upbringing, his lifestyle, and then like his X Factor auditions, and then One Direction, and then it like got into like his present now, like him being solo, and just like him and his daughter and stuff like that. And then I know the end of the video, if nobody has like watched it yet, but if you're looking for like the comments that he makes about like the situation between him and Yolanda, Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like at the end of the video. Like go to the last like 7 minutes. But he just mentions like slightly about it, but not obviously nothing into details because he's not gonna do all that. But I remember someone saying like he was gonna be like, oh yeah, like One Direction, like they just kind of like got tired of each other, like they got annoyed with each other. And then like how he was like commenting saying like, I wanted to be the first one to go solo and put out like my solo album, so I was being selfish. And like I feel like they were kind of taking it the wrong way because they were trying to, certain of them was just like like I guess just like the comment he made, but like they act like it was like the end of the world, like what he said, like it was rude, but it wasn't. Like he just said in the moment he was being selfish and he wanted to be the first one to go solo, and he did that. Like, okay, move on. But I think the interview was pretty cool. Like there's nothing like, oh, a shocker about it, but it's like I think that's the type of interviews he wants, because back in One Direction days I felt like most of the interviews were like drama stuff, relationship stuff and whatever. And I know allegedly okay, I'm gonna use that word. I know like management teams are like, don't talk about like your relationship, don't talk about couples, like stuff like that. But like I feel like some of those boys didn't want to talk about the relationship because they were cheating. Allegedly.
Dang.
Allegedly. But like, and or I mean, again, I guess we don't know, but it's kind of hard when there's like photos and all these things. So I guess, we'll never know. But I feel like that's why they couldn't really talk too much, because if they were going to talk about relationships, obviously certain interviewers would bring up certain things that they've seen like released to like the tabloids and stuff. And yeah, like they really made it more about drama than about who they were. And I think that's why Zayn was so comfortable in this interview. That's why he was like super open, because it was just like get to know him and he can like freely say whatever he wanted to say.
Yeah. But
like what's crazy in the beginning, and I had to pause it because I felt that in the beginning of so if you have anxiety, like the nerves and the antsy and the like, you're almost like building a panic attack. Even just like talking, you lose your breath, which is right now. I'm losing a lot of my breath right now. But it's like it's just like something that you just can't like get over. I mean, you can manage it, but you can't really get over it. But in the beginning of the interview, he's talking and like you can hear his voice shaking because you're doing something, like even though he's probably like, yeah, he's comfortable, he wants to do it, but it's like it's anxiety. Like what can you do? And so like you can hear the voice shake, and I'm like, after watching that just like confirmed it for like my anxiety. And if I'm like being asked a question, or if I'm having to like present, but I don't do that anymore, but even if I'm like at my job, well, like my previous job, and somebody came to ask me a question, even though I would know the answer through and through, I would be so nervous just to answer a question, even like I said, even though I already know the answer, and my voice will like shake, and I'm like, oh, hopefully they can't hear that. But after watching his interview, and he's probably like, he's you kind of get into your head about it a little bit, you can slightly hear it, and then it's just like, oh my god, that's just what everybody with anxiety, like you're gonna hear it. And it just sucks. So I wish I like did not listen because of that reason, because now it just confirmed in my head, anytime I'm like anxious and my voice is shaking and my knees is shaking, people can see and people can hear, and that's like, oh, that's gonna make it worse. Yeah Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I had to say, just making fun of his voice. But I was really surprised that I think her name's Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy.
Yeah,
I don't know how she's getting these guests on her show, but like Zayn hasn't done an interview in forever. She got him. Like she got Hailey Bieber in the midst of the Selena and Hailey drama. She got her. She got like a whole bunch of other people to talk about their current drama they're in. I don't know what her team is doing, but
well, did she start the series off always interviewing celebrities, or was it like a podcast that grew?
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah, I know, because I always wonder the same thing. I'm like, how do you know? I'm like,
but like, she gets celebrities that have never done podcasts before on her show.
Yeah, and I was like, maybe it's something that like her parents, like she has connections. I don't know about her like dad, but her mom, she said like is a psychologist or psychiatrist or something like that. I don't know, but I'm like, yeah, do you know like I don't know how, I don't know how she knows these celebrities, like what type of connection besides like I know the podcast is really popular, so that's different. But I want to know how she started it off. Sorry, I need to stop saying sorry. I keep saying it.
Do you want to bring something
up? Yeah. Okay, this is, I don't know if it was last night or this morning actually, but have you seen the Kylie and Jordan?
I did see that. I was kind of surprised by it. Like, I don't know. I was like shocked, but I was like, oh, okay, moving on.
Yeah. I that's kind of felt. Yeah, that's how I was. But then I kept seeing, like, you know, algorithm. When you see it, it's only you're seeing it a lot. And then I just kept seeing like people's different like just quoting the tweets or like somebody that's talking about it. I don't know. But yeah, I'm actually not shocked. Because I'm like, I know at some point, because they still run in the same circle.
Yeah, I know Jordan's like little sister is best friends with Alabama and Barker.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm pretty sure. But then also, she is, what is it, the god sibling to like Jaden Smith and them. Oh, and then Jaden still talks to Kylie. Like, it's like all these things. And so I'm like, they're bound to, you know? And I don't know. What is your feelings of rekindling like a friendship with an ex-friend or something like that?
I guess it would depend on like where we stopped being friends in the first place. If it was like just pure like distance or just like stop talking, whatever, then like whatever, all for it.
Yeah.
But like someone like stabbed in the back or something like that, I don't know. I've never dealt with that, like, so I don't really have an answer to that. But I mean, I would like to say I would like be up for it.
Yeah, hopefully like you're both in like a mature place.
Yeah,
that's probably like what Kylie and Jordan are doing. They like kind of grew past the situation, but I feel like when it comes to that type of situation, especially because it was so public of just everything, and I mean, I don't know, that's kind of like that's like a tough call.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you guys were close, but then you and your family attacked me. Like, sorry, I'm talking about Jordan's side, because I understand it. Nobody should be kissing somebody else's partner at all, ever. But it's crazy that she got more heat than he did.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. And I understand that, like, they have a kid together, But he was like, they went out of their way to still be around this guy. But then y'all, like, did what you did to Jordan, which is crazy. I'm not saying, like, oh, they have to, like, be friends with her and forgive her and, like, all this stuff. But if you're going to give one energy to one person, you got to give the same energy to the other one. I don't care that you guys have a kid. But it's like, I don't know. And you still went to go have another kid with them. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. But I don't know. I'll be like, y'all did the attacking before I can even like fully say my side, and like you didn't really listen to me. I guess that's a hard like situation. And then Jordan was thriving after all that happened. So I was like kind of happy for her, because she was able to do what she needed to do and continue to go on. It wasn't like she's in like a really like good relationship, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of good. And so
I feel like maybe, because I don't really remember when like this went down, I feel like maybe she kind of only forgave and like rekindled the friendship with Kylie, because I feel like Kylie didn't necessarily have as much to take part in like bashing Jordan as much as like Kim and Chloe did publicly.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I feel like maybe like Kylie was just kind of maybe just thrown in there because it was her best friend and stuff. So maybe Jordan didn't think like Kylie didn't have much like to do with it. Maybe Jordan still doesn't like Chloe and Kim and stuff like that. Yeah. But I mean,
she got easily replaced though, like real quick.
Yeah.
Or I mean, no, never mind. Didn't she know the other friend longer? Oh, she probably did. But
and then like, I don't know. Jordan was there when like Stormy was born, and like
wasn't she the godmother?
Yeah, I think she is. So like maybe she misses Storm, or like I don't know. There's more connection to rekindle.
Yeah.
Especially when like you're the godmother, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
that was crazy.
Speaking of backstabbing friends,
jeez,
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, jeez. What did I do?
Oh my god. I started a new reality TV show this week, and I just have to get into the drama. So I don't know, I think this happened in March. If you heard anything about the names like Tom Sandoval, Raquel, Ariana, those names, and like the cheating scandal.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I have FOMO when it comes to drama. So if there's good drama happening in the news and I don't know about it, I'm like, man, I want to know what's going on. And this was like super big drama back in March, I think. But like I kept seeing like Tom Sandoval cheated on Ariana with Raquel and Ariana best friends, stuff like that. So like over time, overseeing like just headlines and stuff, I saw that they were a part of the show called Vanderpump Rules. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't really like want to get into the show because it's like 10 seasons in, and it's like a spin-off show of like Real Housewives. And like that's like a whole other thing because there's like 100 seasons of that show. So I was like, I guess I'm never gonna get into the show.
Yeah.
But lately I've watched all my shows. There's like nothing on right now, so I got desperate and started watching the show. I started from season 1, and this was like 10 years ago, and like the people in the drama now aren't even in the show yet, so I was just so bored. I was like, let me skip all the way to season 10. And boy, was it worth it.
Yeah.
It is so good. I'm not gonna like explain the whole drama because it's just so many backstories and it's just too much.
Yeah.
And like I still barely know these people, or like know these people from reality TV. But oh my god, when I watch reality TV or anything like that, and I'm sure with like Love Island, there's people that like, most of them are like so crazy, so unhinged, like annoy you. We don't really like them, but there's like the couple 3 or 4 that like, you know, you like, you're rooting for, they don't annoy you.
Yeah.
In this show, I've never seen an entire group of people be so unhinged and so crazy. Honestly, only one person is like normal and a true victim of this all, and it's Ariana. And that's the only girl that like isn't annoying, isn't like shady, doesn't do annoying things. But oh my god, I just cannot believe the gall of these people on this show. Like, there's a couple getting divorced.
Okay.
And they want to stay friends.
Okay.
But when the guy like wants to like, you know, start seeing other women, the ex-wife gets mad at him. Like, you're divorced. The woman filed for divorce. So then act like you're divorced, okay?
Yeah.
But she gets mad at him if he wants to move on, even though she's moved on.
Yeah.
Moved on.
Oh, she's with somebody else?
Well, she's not with someone, but she's like, you know, dated around.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And so, like, the whole season, she's just mad at him for doing that. And just like, oh my god. Like, she's just going on and on and on. And then another guy, just like had an engagement be broke off. So he's with another girl. And the girl he was engaged to is mad at him for being with another girl and all that stuff. And then another girl on the show cheated, or that guy cheated on her with another girl on the show, like early on in their relationship. And just literally everyone has cheated with somebody or has been a mistress, and which is a trigger word in the show, has been a mistress in a relationship.
Yeah.
But anyways, the biggest drama is like Tom Sandoval and Ariana. They've been together for 10 years or so. Boyfriend and girlfriend, they're not married. But he cheated on Ariana with her best friend Raquel. which is the girl that everyone in the show hates except for Ariana and maybe another girl. And Ariana has stuck up for Raquel in the friend group and like has defended her to no end, defended Tom to no end, and the whole time they've been cheating on Ariana. But anyways, I like the drama is so good, but I just can't believe.
Wait, sorry to cut you off. Is this? I thought they were YouTubers.
No.
Wait, because like now that you're saying, because it's at 4 guys, and then they removed him from like the whole videos. No, wait, who is that? That's not them.
Oh, the Try Guys.
Yeah.
You're talking about. Oh my god. Yeah,
Whatever.
he cheated on like his wife with like one of the people that worked with him.
Yeah, sorry, I was
they were
thinking
really
of him.
they were really mad at him. They kicked him off.
Yeah, they
but
got rid of
Yeah, these are like reality TV stars, but
okay.
Yeah, so this Raquel girl that nobody likes has been hooking up with Ariana's longtime boyfriend, and you know she finds out. That's they crazy. Break up, and I just started watching the reunion. Oh my god, everyone's yelling at one another. Like it is just so good, but I just cannot believe if you watch Vanderpump Rules. I cannot believe I did a tweet like Raquel's brain needs to be donated to science to be studied. I cannot believe the things that this girl does. Like she has no like common sense. Like in a scene, like they're at like a restaurant, whatever, and these people hate her guts. Like don't invite her to anything. Don't hate the sight of seeing her. She goes up to these girls that hate her guts and, like, wants to have conversations with them, like, wants to, like, reignite these fights and, like, this drama that they're, like, fighting about or whatever. But, like, literally all you have to do is just talk to the people that you like and ignore the people that don't like you. But she, like, has to insert herself and start drama.
Yeah.
Like, when it's just not needed. And...
You said Ariana. Sorry, I'm looking the people up because I need to get faces.
Maddox with X. Yeah, but like she just does the most insane things and it's just crazy. Like I'm watching the reunion right now and they're kind of retelling like how their affair started. And oh my god, like these people are sick in the head.
Yeah.
Like sorry. What's it called? They were like kind of Andy Cohen, like in the reunion, was asking them like, when did your affair start? Their affair started when Ariana's dog, they went on a girls' trip to Vegas, whatever. Ariana had to leave like literally right when they got there because her dog was having like some sort of surgery or something, and it's an old dog, and she wasn't gonna make it like out, so the vet called her like, you need to come home and say your goodbyes. So she's like sobbing, all the girls are like hugging her like, I'm so sorry, like this dog, she's had her entire like her half her life or whatever, so, like this dog is like her everything. So she's sobbing, she had to go home, and that's when the affair started, when this girl is mourning over her dead dog. That's when they started, and they're like, it was just a one-time thing, we didn't do anything after that. And you know when they started their affair again? When this girl's grandmother died. Oh my god, sick in the head. She had to go back to, I think she's from Florida. She went back to Florida, obviously, to be with her family and for the funeral. And they took that time to start an affair and for this guy to cheat on her. And during this time, they're having an affair. This Raquel girl is like besties with Ariana and starts asking like personal information about Ariana and Tom's relationship, like is there, you know, how's it going with your guys' relationship, like is there physical attraction there still, like acting like, you know, she's there for her, meanwhile she's having an affair with this guy. Just sick in the head. But in this reunion, like now everything's out in the open and they are going at this girl, calling her every name possible. Oh my god, it's so good. But I've seen rumors or like headlines that this Raquel girl has signed on for season 11, so she's gonna be in the next season, which I'm kind of excited to see because I would love to see how they navigate her in this season.
Yeah.
Because everybody in the show hates her guts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't understand cheating. Like, why don't you just leave?
Yeah, and
just in the relationship. I don't know why they put people through that type of hurt.
Yeah, and this guy's like 40 years old, like, and the girl's 28.
Yeah.
But like, and the reason he gives is just so, like, every reason, like every guy gives that for like their reasons for cheating.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, they're very pathetic people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be super like major drama because since she's gonna be there.
Yeah, and like Ariana's like, if anyone who wants to stay friends with Tom, like, I'm cutting you out of my life. Like, she wants nothing to do with those people, rightfully so.
Are they all friends? Like, are they all?
Yeah, they were all friends.
Yeah.
When like Ariana and Tom were like together.
Yeah.
But now, you know, Tom and Raquel are very much.
Are they dating?
On the reunion I'm watching right now, Andy was like asking Raquel, like, when you started the affair, like when you reignited the affair or whatever, like, are you in love with Tom? And she's like, yeah. And he goes, Tom, are you in love with Raquel? And he goes, yeah.
Oh,
and so that's what they left it out at. But at the end of the reunion, like, they showed like a clip of Raquel doing like her own separate like little interview thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I lied during the reunion about the timeline, so I'm here to tell you. And she's basically saying, like, Tom is, like, telling her to lie about the timeline of their relationship and stuff like that. She's like, he's gonna be so mad at me, but I just can't lie and stuff like that. And the whole time she's, like, telling the story of, like, her being a mistress in this relationship, she's, like, smiling and laughing.
Jeez.
Wow.
They do not care at all.
Yeah, this girl is very, very weird. Like, her personality is so odd. Like, I wish you could see videos of her. But, yeah, I think she changed her name to Rachel. Oh. Or her name was... Her birth name was Rachel, but she wanted people to call her Raquel. So, like, I've been, like, trying to look up people, like, talking about... I wanted to get to know these people more when I first started the show. And I kept seeing people call her Rachel. I'm like, are they just calling her Rachel to, like, get her name wrong to be funny?
Yeah.
But on the reunion, she's like, no, my name is Rachel. And then I think she said she's going back to Rachel instead of Raquel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know. She's super, super weird.
I know what TV shows with, like, a lot of drama. Like, I can take light drama, but, like, that's heavy drama. And it's just the yelling. And, like, I'm so sensitive to, like, loud things. And, yeah, when people, like, you know, those court shows. Like, you know, those, like, couples court or, like, whatever. And they're always yelling. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this reunion, everybody is yelling all at once. It's crazy.
I'm like, can everybody, like, stop?
You know.
Man. But this is, like, random. I have a topic. Should I go into?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were done.
Oh, yeah,
okay, I didn't want to interrupt. This is, like, kind of... I don't know too much of a context from it, but I just saw, like, a little, like, clip of it on, like, I don't know if it was, like, TikTok or something. But it was Adrienne from 3RW Cheetah Girls. And she was, like, doing an interview, or was she doing a podcast? I can't remember. But she was doing that, and then they were asking her about Cheetah Girls. And then they were like, what's her name? I think is it Kiki? I think it's Kiki.
Keely?
Well, whatever. But about, like, how Keely wasn't originally casted as Aqua. They had someone else. Have you seen this video?
I don't know if I've seen the video. I think I've heard of that.
Okay. Yeah, it was supposed to be Solange. No way. Yeah. I was like, that was, like, a big shocker. I was like, what? So that's why I had to talk about it, because I love Cheetah Girls. But yeah, Solange was supposed to be Aqua, but I think she said, like, she pulled out last minute, or, like, ended up, like, not being able to do it. So then they were like looking for someone, and Adrian was like, oh, what about like Keely, because she's in 3LW at this time. And so that's how Keely got brought in. But I just know it would have been so good with Solange. I can't remember the time frame of when this was being filmed, but I wonder if it was around the same time as, the movie Johnson Family Vacation.
I was gonna bring that up. I love that movie.
So I'm like, I don't know if it was like filmed around the same time, because I know like they're like I think mid 2000s, I believe both the movies were. And yes, I wonder if that was the reason why she couldn't film, because I know, like, even though I feel like when I think of like Solange, I think of Disney Channel just because she sings the theme song for Proud Family.
Really?
Yeah, she sings it and Destiny Child's in the background.
Oh.
So, but she's like the main singer, I believe, on the theme song. And so, which is why it's not shocking that they would go for Solange, because it's like, okay, she already sung the theme song, so might as well. And, Proud Family was big at this time too, yeah. So. But like, oh man, I just know it would have been so good if she was in it. Man.
There wouldn't be drama between them.
I know. But yeah, sorry, I had to bring that up because I love Cheetah Girls.
I know. I saw a clip from, I think it was Kiki Palmer's podcast of her interviewing Raven.
Oh,
Raven and her wife. And the wife said she's never seen Cheetah Girls.
I know.
Oh, you're crazy. If I were to be with somebody who was an actor, I would watch everything. You gotta do your
watch your whole lineup.
At least if you're like dating this person or like about to date this person or whatever, talking to this person, you gotta do your research and watch everything they've ever been in. Especially at least their biggest things. And Cheetah Girls is Raven's like second biggest thing.
Yeah, I wonder, because she said that she never saw That's a Raven too.
Really?
Is that what she said? Or someone made a comment, but like, or did they say like she was watching like Even Stevens and stuff like that? Okay. I don't know. I'm probably mixing up whatever, but because I seen the comments about that, and I'm like, yeah, how do you not? How do you? I mean, I get it if you skip Cheetah Girls 3, but to not see the first or second one, that's crazy. Yeah, you're married literally to the person, the star of that film.
Yeah,
I love Disney Channel movies. Like, I feel like everyone did growing up. I mean, at least during our time, because I
think we had the best time.
Yeah. Disney Channel and like Nickelodeon, but Disney Channel was at its prime. I think so. But even like my like older sisters, like even her like area, because I would say we're more Hannah Montana, Wizards style type generation, and then my sister was like more like That's or even Lizzie McGuire, like. But then after like Wizards, I think that was like the last show. I remember not watching anything else until like later, which was Girl Meets World, which is it is a hard watch when you like think about it like later on in life, but it's just because I was a fan of Sabrina, and then I had a crush on the guy, but we don't need to talk about that. And but Disney Channel Disney Channel original movies, the movies were so good. Like even when you go like kind of back to where I think it started in the 90s, and even some of those ones, oh my god, are so good. Do you have a favorite DCOM?
Oh, gosh, there's like different eras. I have favorites from different eras. Me too. Like I think the first DCOM that I remember watching and loving was Brink, because I had the biggest crush on that guy.
He was so cute.
I like that movie, but I think that same era, I used to love Double Team.
Okay. Yeah.
I was obsessed with that movie. Loved that. And then kind of fast forwarding, I think Cheetah Girls, obviously. And then fast forward more like Camp Rock. I like High School Musical, but I mean, I didn't love it as much as Camp Rock, because obviously I like the people in Camp Rock more. But yeah, I loved a lot of early DCOM movies.
Yeah, there is like I remember when like Disney Plus came out and how they have all the movies on there. Oh, the way I just like started watching like multiple movies. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that, like the 13th year. I want to watch what is it, like Smart House, and
Smart House is a good one.
Yeah, just all this stuff. And then I remember, and then I even started like, because like obviously I watched like, even obviously I'm never gonna not watch High School Musical. I'm gonna watch all 3 movies. But what movie is it? I literally just had it in my mind. Oh, I think my favorite one is True Confessions. Please tell me if you've watched that.
Tell me who's in it. Tell me the story.
Shia LaBeouf.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh man. So I mean, before the controversy and stuff. So I'm not gonna get into that. But there's a movie called True Confessions. It's TRU and then Confessions. But it's with, I think Shia LaBeouf's character has autism, and I think they're twins. So it's a sister and a brother. So I don't know. I just remember like watching it all the time, me and my sisters, and it's just like so sad because it's kind of showing not only the life of like a character who's autistic, but also like the twin sister's perspective of what it's like to have an autistic sibling, or like just someone to like deal with in your family who has that. But it was so good. It was really good. And I like make people watch it, so please watch it. Again, I don't like, we gotta remember it's like early 2000s, I believe, when this was filmed. And so I can't think of any like stereotypes or like offensive things that they have said in it. But I mean, they might have done stuff because again, it's the early 2000s and everybody had no filter. But I just remember loving that movie a lot. And I don't know, there's just so many good Disney Channel movies.
I just thought of one right now.
What?
Life Size.
Oh.
Was that Disney Channel?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I think so.
Oh my god, that movie's so good. Like, that was the first Barbie. Barbie movie. Oh my god, so good. Honestly, any Lindsay Lohan movie back then was good.
Yeah.
Man.
I Get a Clue. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. That one was good.
There's like, I don't know, there's just so many good movies that like, I feel bad for like the now generation and the newer generation. Because I know they do have movies, but like, what do they have? Like, what do they have?
Like, kids. Oh my god. I feel like kids have like movies, like cartoon stuff, but not like teen, like preteen kids, real life type of movies like we did. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Disney Channel just did such a good job at like making movies with like kids our age.
Yeah,
or maybe a little bit older,
but then they stick around like the middle school, high school age. That's like the good thing. Because I'm trying to think. I know they have Descendants. I think that's theirs. I don't know, because they're doing like another. It's like, because after like Cameron Boyce passed away, I don't think they've done another one, but they did film another one, but I don't think it's the same cast. I think it's somebody else, but I saw a preview. It doesn't. But I know. And then they have that movie Zombies. Or iZombies. What the heck is it called?
I don't know.
Me neither. But it just does not look good. Like, it does not give what the movies we had gave. It's, I don't know. But
you know how it's like Disney, like the company. I don't know if it's Disney. No, it's Disney. The company is having like their Disney 100 year. It's like 100 years of Disney or Mickey Mouse. Or just the Disney company. Well, they're having, it's like Disney 100 the year, and so they're coming out with like different phases of like merch and just like, I don't know, toys, clothes, merch, whatever. From different eras of their whole Disney thing, and like they're kind of collabing with Funko Pop and coming with stuff. And there's so many cute ones that like they have like, I'm not a Funko Pop person,
I am.
But this one was like, I need to get it. It's Lizzie McGuire. It's her, Lizzie, and then the Lizzie cartoon with it.
That's so cute.
And they had like a Hannah Montana one. But like,
if they have an Alex Russo, I'm getting that one.
I'm sure they will.
Oh my god, that's my favorite character ever on Disney Channel.
But like, I was like so happy to see Disney Channel characters because Disneyland, and I think just Disney in general, they need to capitalize on Disney Channel. They like will make thousands of merch for like new movies, like movie characters, like Snow White, whatever. But they have zero things for like huge Disney Channel characters. Like Hannah Montana is like a huge character that you could be making money off of.
Well, because remember they like did it when they were, because I have Wizards of Waverly Place merch, but sorry, sixth grade stuff I was living. But I mean, maybe because they like capitalized off of it like back then, so now they kind of like want to move on, keep moving on with the newer generations.
But like they still make merch of like old movies too.
Oh yeah, because it's princesses, so yeah.
But they're like missing, and I was telling my sister this the other day, like Disney 100, they're bringing back old Disney stuff. Like they are missing opportunities to have, just put two princess girls who act like princesses, put them in a Hannah Montana wig and outfit and have them walk around. People would go nuts. Like, have them dress up as Disney Channel characters. Have, like, one day at Disneyland, Disney Channel Day. And, like, old, new, whatever, Descendants. Yeah. Or, like, newer Disney, older Disney Channel. But, like, anyways, they're bringing about, like, making, like, different eras of merch and stuff like that. Yeah. I am hoping they make Disney Channel merch, which I doubt they are. But if they made, like, a Hannah Montana merch or, like... anything, or that's a Raven Cheetah Girls merch, oh my god, I would buy it in a second. And I'm hoping they do. But yeah, speaking of Disney,
what about them?
The obviously the writers and the actors are on strike right now.
Yep.
And I saw a video of the Disney CEO saying we're gonna wait them out until they like lose their houses. And someone quote tweeted it saying, have you seen those videos of those people in Italy, those pickpockets in Italy? Someone quote tweeted the video of him saying that, saying attenzione pickpocket. But oh my god, if any CEOs of huge studios listening right now, please pay the writers and the actors, because I need Severance season 2 immediately. Please. I need shows to watch. I have resorted to Vanderpump Rules. I need so many shows to come out. I'm waiting on Severance season 2. Please pay those people.
I know.
Selfishly for me.
Please. Reality TV show is going to spike because of, oh my god. Which, yeah. I mean, just pay people for what they did. Yeah. Like, for their worth. I mean, I don't understand how hard it is. You get, like, if you even give part of your income to them, you'll make it back in a breath. Like, I just don't understand why. But it's, like, crazy because when you have the actors now involved, because it's been, like, so long since this has happened. Yeah. And, man, I'm, like, I wonder who else is going to try to join in. Because how it's only actors and writers right now. But, I mean, I guess the crew could be part of them too, even if they're not writers or actors. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I don't, because that's the industry I want to work in, and I'm like, I am so glad I'm not in it right now, because when you realize like how horrible they like have been paying, like obviously we're not talking about those big celebrities who are making like $1 million by blinking, and it's crazy, like the differences in like pay that people get. Even like even though I took so many film classes, there's like stuff that I don't understand, and I would just never understand like the meaning behind a lot of things. But I remember, because obviously I was in college during COVID, so you know what, everything went straight to streaming. And like when that's all happening and we're trying to learn about that in our classes, and like why people like just why everybody's going to heavily rely on streaming. I mean, maybe they did. I did not really pay attention too much in class, but I don't know. I don't think we ever really talked about residuals, about like how much you kind of like get. We knew you didn't get like a heavy amount, but like I didn't know it was going to be that low of what people get, and because it's on a streaming service, which is so crazy. But yeah, those networks, those companies, all those people, CEOs, all them, they need to. I don't just know. It's just crazy how greedy they are because they don't want to pay the people. Like the reason why you have big bucks is because of them.
Yeah.
Like they're part of it. So it's just like, yeah, pay people for what they're worth. Give them their money. And I don't know, but I hope this influences regular workers. Like I know it's kind of hard going against like big companies and businesses, but like we're even paid low, like for what we do. And it's just like, I hope, we just gotta end greedy corporations. Like, I'm sorry. If they're not willing to agree or come to terms or, what is that word again? Compromise. Like, come on. I just don't know why they love to see people suffer. I understand it's your company, it's your invention, it's your product, like whatever. But like, so many people put in the work that you think you're putting in. But I mean, I don't know. It's just greed, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it was crazy seeing that guy from, I'm about to say Gossip Girl, Gilmore Girls, and he saying like why they're striking, and like his experience of him like not getting paid, even though he's like a big character in Gilmore Girls, which is like one of the biggest shows on Netflix. And then even I've never watched the show, so I don't know who her character is, but a girl from Orange is the New Black, she like
the $27 one.
Yeah, or like and like I saw like the list and it's like 4 cents, 7 cents type of thing. Like that's crazy.
Especially the comment that she made. She was like, her like boobs are just out. Are you talking about that girl, right?
I don't know.
Oh, but I think it's the same girl and or woman, and she was like, oh, like she's nude in there, and it's like, I'm only making 4 cents off my boobs. Like that's kind of like, yeah, especially if someone's gonna like expose themselves like that, there's no way that you should not be giving them enough money. Like I understand like they could sign a contract and agree to what they want and like what they're comfortable with, but it's like, anyway, it's just crazy. I'm definitely with actors and writers and anyone else who's gonna end up joining in, just because people should always be paid fairly and everything should be like, I mean, I know not everybody's gonna agree, but equal. Like everybody needs to be equal, like, or they just need to get, I don't know. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of a new topic that I saw today. Have you seen the stuff about Ariana and her husband?
Oh, yeah. I saw very briefly.
Yeah, me too. I don't know too much detail about it. But how, who's it, TMZ? TMZ is in everybody's business. Or like, people are so quick to sell to TMZ, which is crazy. But how they reported that they like separated in January and then try to rekindle, but it didn't work, so like now they're on the brink of divorce. And the thing is, I'm not gonna believe anything until Ariana says. Like, that is my sister. Okay. I'm gonna see, because again, this is like personal lives, and and I mean, I don't know, what do you think when you saw that?
Not to be like,
You're gonna be like, I don't care,
cynical, but I kind of like knew this was gonna happen. I don't know, like, obviously speaking from a point of view where I do not know Ariana, I don't know her husband, I don't know the relationship, just as a spectator, I was like, I don't know, I kind of thought this was kind of inevitable for them. I just because I thought it was like an odd pairing and just like kind of a quick marriage and engagement, and I don't know, kind of like came out of nowhere. I might be talking like, I don't,
Just
like
general.
out of order. Like maybe they were together for a long time because I don't really pay attention to Ariana, but from what I've seen from the past, it looked like they got engaged quickly. Like it looked like they like were in a relationship out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that like a photo of her at that tennis match with like some guy, and I was like, that don't look like her husband, but it was just like a friend because I think he has a.
Are you talking about Jonathan?
Who's Jonathan?
Oh my God, he's the Bridgerton guy.
Oh, I don't understand that show.
And he's one of the cast members in Wicked.
Oh, Jonathan Bailey?
Yeah. No, wait, I don't know his last name.
Oh, okay.
It's Jonathan something.
I only know that name because Nick Jonas talked about it.
Please.
But yeah, I saw like a photo. I was like, is she dating him? But this is before but I was like, oh,
he likes.
Yeah, he's like has a boyfriend or something. Yeah. So like, oh, okay, it's just a friend. Like they're still together. And then like the next day, it comes out that they're getting divorced. So I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I mean, I guess we won't know until they say, or if they even say. I mean, I don't know if I don't think I wasn't like I don't think I was shocked, but I don't think I wasn't not shocked either. It was just kind of like I guess confused. Guess I can say. But yeah, of course that's like right now everybody's talking about it. But while looking at that, I did see that Sofia Vergara and her husband are getting divorced. And someone's like, damn, is divorce in the air?
I know. It was like back to back. I saw that. But I kind of like them together, Sophia and Joe. I mean, obviously, I don't know much about either of those two, but I mean, they were like a nice looking couple.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were together for a long time. But that sucks.
Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, everybody breaking up? I'm just kidding. I don't know who else is breaking up. I don't even know those two.
Should we end it here?
That's what I was thinking, but I always like to do a safe topic just in case if we delete. But I don't know what. I don't know anything else.
Oh, I have a topic.
Okay.
I think I wanted to try do like every week do like a new music kind of overview roundup, but it's gonna be hard sometimes because it's gonna be hard sometimes because like not every week like I'm gonna like music or like the artist that's putting out music, whatever. But a big release that came out last week that was super excited about and sounds so good. Coco Jones
and Usher.
And Justin Timberlake.
Oh. Sorry, I have Usher in my head right now. Sorry.
I was like, did she do a collab with Usher too? Coco Jones and Justin Timberlake did an ICU remix, and I honestly never heard. Well, I've heard clips of the ICU, like the original song. I was like, oh, this is a good song, but I've never like went on my way to listen to it.
Yeah.
But then Justin Timberlake posted like a snippet on his Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, they sound so good together.
Yeah.
So I went to go listen to it. Oh my god, it sounds so good, and like it's old Justin Timberlake back, like not his like little country boy version like he tried to do like his last album, but it was like old Justin Timberlake kind of sound. And I saw someone on Twitter be like, he better, or like, it's like the announcement of the remix. Someone quote tweeted to say, like, he better bring what he brought to Until the End of the Time. Until the End of Time. Is that the song? Until the End of Time. Yeah, with Beyonce? Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, he sounds so good in it. They sound really good. And it's kind of going to be on repeat.
I know, I put that to like listen to it, and like I think I added it to my library, but I have not listened to it because I was like, oh, I'll get to it, and then just slipped my mind and I never got to it. So I had to look up like Usher because I'm like, I know I saw Usher, but it's just because I recently heard the Summer Walker and Usher song that's like come through, which is like not like a new song, but that was like in my head, so I don't know why. I don't know why I was thinking of that, but yeah, I was trying to see what the other new music. what else came out? I know the guy from BTS with Lotto.
Oh yeah, I saw like just the names, like, oh
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I kept seeing it. Did not listen to that either. But I know I'm like, maybe I should like listen to all those like new music releases, because I'm like, I need to get into new music.
Yeah.
But like I'm so stubborn of what I like.
Oh,
so.
I did discover a new artist last week. I think her name is Griff, Griff. I think that's her name, something like that. And I saw her TikTok of like her. I guess she's opening for Coldplay right now, and so she was like her sound checking for like the performance. But the song she was singing on the TikTok, I guess, wasn't released based on the comments that I've seen. But it sounded really good, so I went to Apple Music to see what her other music sounds like, and the song I listened to I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm gonna have an eye out for her next releases.
I know, I love the feeling when you do listen to new artists and you're like, oh my god, wait, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's always nice. But then people take forever to release music and you're like, oh my god. Another song that I like also is on my list to listen to is the Billie Eilish song for Barbie. What Was I Made For?
Oh, I haven't listened.
Yeah, me neither, but I have it in my like to listen to it, because I wasn't a fan of Billie Eilish. I think it was because of the overplay of the radio. And I think it was like Bad Guy in that one sad song. Like, I mean, she has multiple sad songs, but again, like how I was saying, like, oh, I'm stubborn. And then I finally like went in to go listen to her music, and I was like, man, it's like some of my go-to sad songs. But especially like Happier Than Ever. Oh, that is so good. I love that song. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to listen to her song for Barbie, which was crazy. The secret last artist for the Barbie soundtrack. Do you know who it is?
Sam Smith?
Yeah. Like, I thought it was gonna be like
someone big.
Yeah, but like, just I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know how to say it, but like a good like woman, like people who identify as a woman, like power song type thing. Like, they will put like multiple artists on one, like not get too crazy, but something that's like giving like like, you know, like Nicki, Ariana, and Jessie J. Like something
they
like,
should have brought them back together.
like something like that. And then like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to much of Billie's music. I've listened to select songs. I just don't like have the energy to like really listen to all her albums. But I do love Happier Than Ever. But I love Kelly Clarkson's cover of Happier Than Ever. Like,
I never heard it.
You never heard it? Oh my god, she did so good. I'm obsessed with that. I listened to that more than I listened to the actual song.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I love Kelly Clarkson. Yeah.
Well, cool.
Is that it? Should we end it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening to episode 3.
No, can you do that again? I don't know why I did that.
Okay.
Should we end it?
Where do we start from?
Should we end it here?
Okay, should we end it here?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening to episode 3 of Previously on the Internet. Of course, you could find us on TikTok, Instagram, Previously on the Internet, on Twitter, POTI Podcast. Of course, we have all our episodes on Spotify and Apple Music. Please follow us on Spotify, and I think you could follow us on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
But yeah, if there's anything that says follow, please follow. And then give us a rate and review on Apple Podcasts. That would help us out so much. And we would really appreciate it. I can't talk. But yeah, we will see you guys or talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, and then if you also have feedback and like what you guys would want to hear us talk about, like don't be afraid to kind of like pitch an idea or something that you really want to hear, like if we need to comment on or something like that. Definitely interact with us. We love it.
If there's like a news story or like something happened and you want to hear us talk about it on the next episode, like don't be afraid to tweet at us, DM us. We kind of want to feed off of listeners and what they want to hear.
We want to start doing like interactive things.
Definitely. As we grow, we want to involve listeners more and more. But we're looking forward to that. So thank you. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.